Good morning. My name is Cecilia, and today we are going to do some English together. Μην αγχώνεστε που θα μιλάω αγγλικά, θα μιλάω σιγά σιγά ώστε να καταλάβετε όλοι τι θέλω να πω, basically. Σήμερα θα μάθουμε τον πληθυντικό των ουσιαστικών, the plural of nouns, okay? So, it's simple, it's easy, just listen. You can take notes with a pen or a pencil, or you can pay attention. So, let's start. So, nouns. What's a noun? Nouns they can be many things. They can be people, a girl, a boy, a teacher, a student. They can be animals, a dog, a cat, a monkey. They can be food, fruits, vegetables, like a banana, an apple, an orange. Or they can be places, like a school, like your house, and objects, a marker, a board, a class. So there are many, many different nouns, okay? So how do we form their plural? Πώς σχηματίζουμε το πληθυντικό? There are 4 basic rules, and then an extra one in the end that you will see. So let's start from the very beginning with the first rule, okay? So I will write it here. Rule number 1. We just add S in the end of the noun. So let's take, for example, a pen. Okay, ένα στυλό. A table. An apple. Okay? Careful, here we put an, right? Because the first letter of this noun is a vowel, a. So the vowels are 5 in English. A, I, E, O, and U. If we see a vowel, we always put an over here, okay? So what do we do? How do we form the plural? A pen, a table, an apple. 2 pens, okay? Oops, pens, okay? We just add S. A table, 3 tables. Again, we just add an S. Or an apple, 7 apples. Oops. S, okay? So it's simple, just add S. So a pen, 2 pens, a table, tables, apple, apples. This is the first rule, okay? Now, let's go to the second one, okay? The second rule. When the noun ends in SH, CH, X, and S, okay, I will add the other one later. What do? We put in the end not only S, but ES. Okay, let's see some examples. A brush, μια βούρτσα, right? A watch, ένα ρολόι, a box, and a bus. Let's do it over here, να χωρέσουν όλα. So what do? A brush, 2 brushes. Brushes. Okay? A watch, 2 watches. Again, we put ES. A box, 2, 3, 4 boxes. And a bus, 7 buses. Okay? Here we also have nouns that end in O, but αυτά έχουν κάποιες εξαιρέσεις. Ας δούμε όμως τα βασικά. Το a tomato τελειώνει σε O, okay? Or a potato. Η ντομάτα και η πατάτα, basically. They become tomatoes with ES again, and potatoes with ES. So, αυτά έχουν και κάποιες εξαιρέσεις όπως το πιάνο or το φώτο που παίρνουν απλά S. Okay? I'm not going to write them here. Απλά να θυμηθείτε αυτά τα βασικά. And there are other rules, of course, and many exceptions, but that's okay for now. So let's remember, when a noun ends in shu, chu, x, s, okay, and with o, without the exceptions, we put es. Okay, that's rule number 2. Now, let's go to the next one. We said before, we only put S and then ES. So these are the two first ones. Now, let's learn the other two. So, number 3. When the noun ends in consonant and Y, okay, consonant, remember, is σύμφωνο. So if it ends in a consonant plus Y, okay, we put IES. For example, let's take a baby, okay, and a party. So, what do? A baby. 2, bay, we take out the Y and we put IES, babies. Okay, so we erase the Y. Now, a party. 4 parties. Again, we erase the Y and we put IES, parties. But remember, before the end, this has to be a consonant. Πρέπει να είναι σύμφωνο πριν το Y. If it's not, αν δεν είναι σύμφωνο, δεν το κάνουμε αυτό. For example, a boy, this is a vowel, right? It's not a consonant, so we don't put IES. We say, let's say 3 boys, just with an S. Like the first rule, okay? Because here, this is a vowel. Remember the vowels? A, I, E, O, and U. So this is a vowel, so we only put S. This is a consonant, as well as this, so we erase it and we put IES, okay? That's very important to remember. Now, the fourth one. Let's write it over here. Oops, with the black. So, when the noun has, in the end, F and FE, we put VZ, VES in the end. Let's see some examples. For example, let's say a leaf, ένα φύλλο, okay? Or a wolf, ένας λύκος. Or a knife, ένα μαχαίρι, knife. Remember here, we don't pronounce the K, it's knife, not knife. So what happens here? We take out the F again, and we put VES. A leaf, 2 leaves, VES, okay? A wolf, 3 wolves, VES. And a knife, 9, I'm just writing any number, it doesn't matter. 9 knives. So we add this in the end. And of course, we erase this. We don't use it, and we put VES, okay? So let's see, a leaf, 2 leaves again, a wolf, 3, 4, 5, 6 wolves, and a knife, 10, 9 knives. So these are the 4 basic rules. Number 1, S. Number 2, ES. Number 3, IES. And number 4, VES. So these are the 4 basic ones. Now, we also have some irregular. So what does this mean? Some of them change completely, or they don't change at all. So κάποια αλλάζουν εντελώς ή μπορεί και να μην αλλάξουν καθόλου. Let's see which ones these are. This is the last rule, ο τελευταίος κανόνας, okay? Maybe you can write this down, or you can just look at the board. So number 5. What do we have? We put them in categories, maybe it's easier. Man, ο άντρας. Woman, η γυναίκα. Child, το παιδί. Person, ο άνθρωπος γενικότερα. And let's put here the mouse. Είναι και κάποια άλλα, αλλά αυτά είναι τα βασικά. Mouse, το ποντίκι. So what happens here? They change completely, αλλάζουν. So man becomes men. 1 man, 2 men. We change it, the A, and we put an E. Woman becomes women. Okay? 1 woman, 10 women. Child becomes children. For sure you've heard of this. I'm sure you know it. Then person, people. And mouse becomes mice. Okay? So, first category. Second one, tooth, δόντι, and foot. Okay? So, tooth becomes teeth. Double E. You take the double O and you make it into a double E. And the same goes for foot. It becomes feet. So, okay, you see these? We have man, woman, child, person, and mouse. And then we have tooth and foot. Okay? So, these are very important so that you can remember how we can change them. Okay? And then, two stay the same, exactly the same. These are fish, το ψάρι, and sheep, το πρόβατο. Fish becomes fish, and sheep becomes sheep. So, υπάρχουν και κάποια άλλα, αλλά δεν θα τα μάθουμε τώρα, δεν είναι σημαντικά. Αυτά είναι τα πιο βασικά, the most important ones. So, we have man, men, woman, women, child, children, person, people, mouse, mice, tooth, teeth, foot, feet, and then the same, fish, fish, sheep, and sheep. So, these are all the rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's remember them one more time. Rule number 1, add S. Rule number 2, when we have SH, CH, X, okay? S and O, sometimes we put ES. When we have, number 3, when we have consonant plus Y, IES. When we have, number 4, F or F and E, we put VES, VZ, and then the irregular ones, okay? So these are all the rules of the plurals. Now, we can practice together. I will tell you some words, and then I will give you some time to think, and I will tell you the answer, okay? So, let me see if you were paying attention. I hope you were. So the first one, let's go with boy, okay? Okay. Then I'll write some of them here so you have time to think. Child. Let's do box. Or fish. So I'm mixing everything. Pen. And party. Okay? Some examples. Now, let me see how you think the plural is. Boy. What's the plural of boy? Now, there's an O before Y, so we don't change it. We just add an S. Boys. Okay? This is a vowel, careful. If there was a consonant, we would erase it and put IES. Number 2, child. Child is irregular, so we change it. Child becomes children. Okay? 1 child, 10 children. Box. Okay, I'm giving you some time to think. Maybe you can write it down. I would recommend you wrote it down. You can write it on your notebook. Γράψτε τα ίσως στο τετράδιό σας για επανάληψη. Box. It ends in X. X. So you add ES. Boxes. All right? Okay. Fish. Fish. Everyone says fishes. Actually, sometimes people use it as well, but the rule says that it stays the same. Fish, fish. I hope you guessed it. Now, pen. What happens to pen? I think it's easy. Pen, you just add an S. Pens. Okay? And then the last one over here, party. Party has a consonant over here, like we said. So we erase the Y and we put I-E-S. Parties. Okay? So you see some examples? Okay. Now I hope you wrote them down. I gave you some time. So, last time, let me say them all very, very quickly so that everyone can fully understand it. Να τα καταλάβετε, θα τα πω άλλη μια φορά πολύ γρήγορα. Okay? The four first ones. The regular, okay, you have to learn them in the end. So, number one. Just put S, right? Excellent. Pen, pens, marker, markers, board, boards, table, tables, etc. Number two. When we have, right, S in the end, SH, CH, X, okay, and O sometimes, we put in the end ES, okay? Box, boxes, fox, foxes, potato, potatoes, brush, brushes. So dress, dresses, right? There are many words. Number three. Consonant and Y, we erase the Y and we put I-E-S. Only with consonants, don't forget. So like baby, babies, party, parties. Careful with consonants. And number four, F and F-E in the end, you put bz. Okay, these are the basic ones. And then the irregular ones that we said, that man, men, woman, women, child, children, person, people, mouse, mice, and then we have foot, feet, tooth, teeth, and finally fish, fish, and sheep, sheep. These are the most basic, the most important irregular ones, okay? So I hope you understood all of these rules. What you could do is you could practice at home, you can watch this again, you can take notes, maybe you can write everything on your notebook. I would suggest that. If you write all the rules on your notebook, it will be much easier for you to remember them. And you can practice every day. Now that you have some time, you can practice with all the plurals. So I hope you understood everything. Ελπίζω να τα καταλάβατε. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. And maybe I'll see you again soon. Have a nice day.